We head to South Africa, where the Umkhonto weSizwe party says former South African President Jacob Zuma will honor summons by the ruling African National Congress. The ANC on Thursday announced it had served Zuma with a notice to appear before its disciplinary panel after he declared support for a rival party in this year's general election. Zuma is now the leader and face of the MK party, and he has been campaigning for the party ahead of May elections. He was suspended from ANC in January. MK party spokesperson Lamulo Ndelela said Zuma is not a coward and will attend the disciplinary hearing scheduled for next Tuesday. Now to discuss this, we're joined by a researcher at University of Johannesburg, Dr Noluthando Phungula. Hello, doctor. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So now the ANC, through its Secretary General Fikile Mbalula, has been on record saying former President Jacob Zuma expelled himself from ANC by forming another party. Now my question is, how do they now call someone who has expelled himself to a disciplinary hearing?
Well, I think the whole saga just shows some of the constitutional loopholes that are there within the ANC. So just like yourself, I also have the same question. The former president has openly declared that he is actually campaigning for another party, and furthermore has availed himself as a presidential candidate for that particular party. So in that sense, it really doesn't make sense.
Okay, now could they have done it earlier, and can we give it to former President Jacob Zuma so that he can actually play this game?
Definitely. So the former president actually announced he's campaigning for the opposition party in December of last year. So that's exactly like 5 months after the announcement. So the ANC has actually not done well in actually attending to the matter. It has taken them about 5 months, and only attending to the matter when we have less than 30 days to the national election. So the former president is definitely leading, and he is ensuring that they are playing by his rules.
Okay. Now the elections is just, a few days ahead, and you said he is actually leading. Now it also seems like the ANC is actually falling into Zuma's trick of keeping him on the headlines, and that's giving him leverage days before the elections. What are your thoughts on this?
I agree. The former president has also gained a lot of following, and he has also been winning in the courts in the country. Also, I think in the court of public opinion. So definitely, the ANC has unfortunately not been able to treat this matter in the correct way. And in some elements, they might not be necessarily be blamed, considering they are facing something like this for the very first time.
All right, so doctor, if you were President Zuma, would you attend the disciplinary hearing, and why?
Okay, so the MK has said that the president is not a coward and therefore he will attend. If he does attend, this means that he and his followers of the MK party will be outside Luthuli House, which is the headquarters of the ANC, and that in itself presents quite a dilemma for the ANC, having the opposition party outside their premises. My own thinking, I do not think that the former president will actually appear, but if he does appear, I think that it poses quite a challenge for the ANC, particularly because he would then need to address his followers following the proceedings.
All right, so, in your thoughts, what are the implications of this sit-in? Should Zuma be expelled from the governing party?
I think that it is long overdue. I think, as I said initially, it shows that there are loopholes within the constitution of the ANC, because I think that some behavior should not just say that one is suspended, but should immediately call for an expulsion. In this case, he is the presidential candidate of that particular party. But also, it also shows that there is no predetermined formula that the ANC is currently following now. And I think the other problem that the party might actually face going forward is that many of the members of the NK party now are also members of the ANC. So this will actually set a precedent in terms of how the ANC deals with its former members going forward.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Noluthando, for speaking to us on this.